Hi peeps, Karina from KG Divine Spiritual Spa. So I wanted to come on and do another video. I know you're all watching out there. Most of you have given me comments and I'm so glad. And like I said, I do hope the videos help. If there's any subject that you would like for me to talk about, please inbox me on Messenger or email me, and I'm happy to see if I can help you to have a talk on anything that you're interested in. My videos are organic, they're not normally planned, but today I was guided. There's a few things I wanted to actually talk about. Maybe in my next video I can talk about clearing. I just want to throw this out there: clearing your pets chakras. Okay, so I have a little situation going on with my dog right now, Taz, and he's been having an issue with his eye. Apparently he's either scratched it, and I do believe he could have gone into a bush and scratched his eye. So I took him to the vet and he ended up having one ulcer. And then a few weeks later, I was keeping an eye on it and it wasn't going down too much. I took him back and he had another ulcer. So the vet kept on saying, is he going into bushes? And I said, I don't think so. But then my daughter took him to a walk outside and she said he kept on putting his face in the bush. So obviously it's a bit of both scratching and putting his face in the bush. And he has two ulcers. So what I decided to do was this, because he's going to have to see an ophthalmologist. I can't say that word, the eye doctor. All right, so yeah, as you know, the bills could get really expensive. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do the Reiki on him and I'm going to clear his chakras. So that's what I'm doing. So I haven't done them today. Today I'm going to clear his chakras and make sure, see how that helps, because it is for your well-being. So I will keep you posted on Taz. But you can clear your chakras. And also, you know, I do a class for chakra clearing. You should be clearing your chakras every single day. All right, it's for your well-being, and I've said this many times before. Most of the time, if you're clearing your chakras, you probably won't have to go to the doctors. These are spinning wheels. It's to do with your well-being, your energetic field, and if you clean them, if they get mucky or blocked, you know, okay, so like instance, quickly put it out there, like if your back's hurting, get your chakras cleared. You'll find that it helps, because your root chakra is probably just a little bit muggy, a bit stagnant. It needs to be speeded up. All right, so there is that. You can come in and have an appointment, or you can take a class and do them yourself. I strongly suggest it. I do clear my chakras every morning, so I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, getting off the subject, I will keep you informed. If you've got any questions, again, please inbox me, email me, a subject that you would like for me to talk about, because I have a whole encyclopedia that I could talk about. As you know, I'm on my third book. Apparently every time I'm going to have a fourth one. Now I know why. But anyway, so getting off the subject. Hey, no, you know what? If you don't know my story, you can go online. It's called Life in the Suburbs Is No Fairy Tale by Karina Lakshmi. You can go online and buy it. I sell it at my shop. So you could read my story. Because from the story, there's a lot that has happened. And that's why I try and inspire people that your life could be really hard. Some of us pick a really hard journey. We pick a very, it's your spiritual journey. It's not always easy. And as a spiritual advisor, I would say, from my learning lessons, from being downloads for me, connecting with angels, ascended masters, and our loved ones, there's a lot of stuff, knowledge that I could share, but there may be a subject that I could share with you. The best thing that I can actually talk about and help is parents who have lost a child, because that is my thing, and also addictions. So now I know why they wanted me to talk about addictions. It's come up again. Okay, so I will. I think my video is going to change again. This happens every time. If there's anybody out there that is going through addictions, first of all, I want to say nobody should be judging anyone going through an addiction, right? They are in a very bad place themselves. They get addicted. When you're addicted to opiates and heroin, The reason they don't come off it is because they get very sick, and normally they need to be going to hospital, get a detox, or go into rehab. Their mind is altered, so you're not actually speaking to the right person. You're not speaking to who you think you're talking to. So this is why I feel Archangel Raphael, his deck is right here with me. He does have a card for a divine intervention. If you know somebody who has an addiction problem, you have to approach them nicely. You cannot shout or scream on them. Guilty did it. But later on, you know, you do learn. If you do the programs, you do learn. You are not talking to the person. It is actually the drug, right? So we have to have compassion, and we have to have a lot of prayers to help these people. A lot of them are on a soul journey. They have chosen addiction when they've come here, and they need to conquer it. And once they've conquered it, that's when they help other people. Some people might not agree with me on this, but this is what I've learned. A lot of the times you need to yourself, if you're a parent going through, or any family member, you need to be working on your soul purpose. There is a way of doing it. Now, that I'm not going to talk about. That you would have to come in, and we would have to have a session, a group session, and explain how to work on your soul purpose. Okay? It is a ripple effect when you're working on yourself. But you can't do it for other people. It only has to be for you, and only you. So for some reason, this is okay. It's coming together now. I can see where the angels are showing me stuff. And also what they wanted me to talk about, it came to light. I started writing it down. It was just coming out. Was basically about meditation. Meditation is really good for you to do. It's an escape from the real world. Okay, you give your soul time to just escape from this world and meditate, and you just feel really good afterwards. And as you know, we do have meditation at 7:15 on Wednesday evenings at my shop. So I do strongly suggest you meditate. Okay, I do meditations, and it can be a little bit scary when you're not sure what you're doing. So that's why a guided meditation and somebody who's in the room with you helps. Unless you've been doing it all the time, then it's easy, right? But again, meditation is like anything. It's like yoga. It's a practice. You got to practice to meditate, and you do feel good afterwards. I actually did two meditations earlier, and I'm still like learning to really relax. But when you get into it, it's a beautiful thing. So I must say, do talk to your friends. It's $11 donation. It doesn't cost you much, and you have time for yourself. So I do feel that needed to be put out there. Now, people that are going through addictions, it is good for them to meditate also, because it's a soul healing. It's to do with your soul, so it takes you a different place. People should be doing yoga. I don't have a yoga instructor right now, but I'm saying I could always tell you where to go. But you could do yoga. Yoga really does help with addictions, and it helps with sleep. It does. I did it, and I'm getting back into it. So yoga is really good, okay, to do yoga for addictions. If you know somebody, is to try and get them involved in that kind of environment, which helps you, right? Again, energy healing work like Reiki, that's puts you in a nice place. I have to share, there was a young man who was going through addiction, and I was at the mother's house, and I asked if I could ask him, could I do Reiki on him? And obviously the mother, she was just desperate for her son to be okay, and I did the Reiki, and yes, he was high. He went and got high. And I don't really care about stuff like that, because if I'm going to help someone, I have to do it from my heart and my soul, and I call in the angels, and whatever he needed, he got. Okay. The next day, he decided he went to rehab. He went to rehab, his own free will. He wasn't being forced. He woke up and decided he wanted to go to rehab. Okay, now, as far as I know, he's doing really good. I'm not mentioning no names because of privacy. All right, but I'm just saying, energy work does help. Some healers may not want to work on somebody who's has an addiction problem, or drug related, or alcoholic. It shouldn't matter. You, as a soul healer, you should be able to do your energy work without fearing. All right, you should be able to do it, because I've had experiences and it does help. When somebody's in a bad place, they could just be self-medicating. And as a healer, we need to be out there helping them, okay? Now, I'm going to be very, very honest. I used to drink very heavily when I lost my son to the other side. I'm talking a lot. I was like you, and I'm surprised I did that. But anyway, I was self-medicating, right? I was self-medicating. I didn't want to deal with life. It was too difficult, and I drank, and I still functioned. I was fine. But the thing is, I needed help at that time, and my teacher, who I went to, she's an amazing lady. She never judged me. So on my journey, I was always being guided. And you know what? Through learning, through the right places to go to, through the right healers and everything, I do still drink wine, but I'm not at that point where I was like heavily, like just didn't care. I actually love my clients and I want to help them as much as I can. And that's my sole purpose, right? So that is my sole purpose. Sorry, someone's calling me. So, you know, there is no judgment. KG Divine, we are not there to judge you. I just want you to know that. If we can help you, yes, we're going to help you. I'm going to do what I can. All right. That's what we're there for. All right. So I just want to put that out there. And I believe the video today is do not judge other people, because you don't know their journey. You don't know where they are. And they could be in such a bad place that it could take one word. You say one wrong word to somebody and you could break them. So you have to be very careful with your words, all right? It's not always easy, and that's a practice. It's a practice not to judge. You should not judge, right? Never judge anyone. That's the worst thing you can do. I've been there, and it was not a nice place until, you know what, I got to the place when I was like, I really don't care what people think anymore, because as long as I'm doing my best and we're working from my heart, that's the best thing that I can do. All right, so anyway, that's just talking about addiction. So people with addictions, a lot of the time you are self-medicating, and try and do these things, meditations, my sound bowls. It helps. The sound bowls can be like, it's like a futuristic thing. You know, this morning I was thinking about it. Youngsters should be doing coming into sound bowl healing. They'll feel like they're in the movie Avengers. I had an awesome experience. I cannot believe it myself. And I'm the one who's doing the sound bowls, right? So now, like I said, I'm going to be going to other centers, and I'm hoping I'm going to get more people doing sound healing. At the moment, I know it's just me, but I would like to introduce maybe a gong bath. Something that I don't do. I'm hoping she's going to give me a date soon. So these kind of things, they're really amazing. Everybody needs to be introduced to all this stuff. So now I see why, I've been learning stuff, getting everything under my wings for such a long time. And it makes sense every time I'm learning something and I'm doing it. So, and I still have to get better at it. I'm still guilty. I need to do more. I was running around doing something or the other. I just wanted to get this video done today. Oh, it's already 13 minutes. Okay, so that's how the angels are guiding me. They're guiding me through talking about archangels. So anyone with addictions can also call Archangel Raphael. He does have a intervention card, which I will try and post on my Facebook. All right, but you can ask him. But again, if they need professional help, they would need to go to rehab. And again, be careful what rehabs you go to, because a lot of them will take your money. I'm sorry, I'm going to put that out there. They will take your money, right? So you remember the people that want to go, they have to kind of be ready. They never are, but as a parent, yes, you can send your kids, because that's your job as a parent and for being their guardian, right? To make sure they're on their soul path and they're on their journey to help them, because it's not easy. But as adults, always remember these people need a 3-day detox. Also, if they're on drugs or alcohol, they need a detox for a few days, and then but they should be participating in all this work that we have. That's why KG Divine opened up, and that's why a lot of the other centers, there's quite a lot of us opening up. That's what we're there for. That's what we came here to do, to bring healing for your soul purpose and for your soul, for your physical body also. Okay, I'm going to try and make this quick now, because the video, I can go on. I told you, I have an encyclopedia inside me. All right, so something that the angels want to talk about, they brought it to light, is what's happening with the children these days. What's happening out there is actually, it's not good. In some ways it could be, but I remember when my daughter wanted to do tennis. She wanted to play tennis, and I believe she was in high school. And I remember the teacher telling me her grades weren't up and that she couldn't play. It should not be like that. Sports were invented. Sports were here for kids to enjoy themselves. It shouldn't be competitive. Now, someone may not like me saying that, but I'm just bringing it out there. That's what the angels are saying. They should be enjoying sports. They should be getting out in nature, not always in front of the video games, right? They should be getting out. They should. You need to. You need to go back to family picnics and stuff like that, and spend family time together. Bring all back that used to be, not what it is now. Now it's just competitive, and it should be fun. It doesn't cost too much to play games and sports like that. So I feel the angels are basically, what they're trying to say is bring back outdoors and fun for the kids. Okay, let me see what else, because I was writing stuff and it was just coming to me. I was actually horrified when I found out my daughter, her grades had to be up for her to play tennis. I was like, I'm from England, so it's different there. I don't know if they're doing that now, but I don't remember that happening. And also, let me see. Yes, basically that was it. They want kids to be able to go outdoors, have more family activities, be more outdoorsy. That's what it actually brought me to. So everything else that I spoke about, because I kept on getting, I had to talk about addictions, and here it is. So, okay, now, again, if anybody has any subject they feel that I can help you with, if it's on grieving, we can have a talk, we can have that, we could have a bereavement group, that's fine. And then you know that I do the group readings. I haven't got a date right now, but I will have one soon. I'll see if I can find one today. Actually, I'm just going to do my newsletter. This is why I wanted to do this video, and to support my clients. Okay. All right. So I don't think there's really much else for me to share at this moment. Just wanted to say, do your family activities again. Go out for a picnic. Something nice. To make some food. It's not going to cost too much. And enjoy that time, okay, with your family and your friends. All right, so please, again, email me if you have any questions, what you want me to talk about, and then I will be back next week. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, and please email me, because I would love to talk about something that you guys want me to talk about. If I can, I will only discuss a subject that I have experience in, because if I haven't experienced it, then it's not my place for me to really discuss that. But I have a lot of learning and teachings, okay? So till next week, thank you for watching my video, and I will be back.